Hi, I was going to do this video a little while ago, but I just got around to doing it. Yeah, I'm here to speak about a movie that's still playing at the cinema, and I went to see it recently. As a matter of fact, I've seen it 3 times. It's a 4th movie in what's become not a series. I don't want to call it a series, but well, it's the 4th one. Toy Story 4. I did have my doubts about seeing this when I found out it was being released, because for me, Toy Story to Toy Story 3, it's the greatest film trilogy ever made. It didn't drop the ball once, and the movie just seemed to get better. You know? And Toy Story 3 was really the crowning glory of the whole thing. And they're just really moving, they're wonderful, they're just great movies. They've gone down in history, really. And they grossed an absolute fortune, and rightly so. I'm really glad they did. But then now, after all this time, Toy Story 4 has come along, and I thought, what else can they do? What else can they say, really? So yeah, I was a bit sceptical. I did have my doubts, but then I also thought, well, I can't really see Disney putting out just any old nonsense, you know. That's not in their nature. They just don't do that. Alright, they had a bit of a tough time a little while ago when they weren't doing so well, really. But I think that's long gone. But yeah, I just couldn't imagine Disney and Pixar just churning out just any old nonsense for them. I knew it would be a pretty decent plot, you know. So I thought, yeah, well, got to see it. So I did. And once again, it didn't drop the ball once. It was really moving. It was a great storyline. Won't say anything about it, of course, but let's just say that very near the end, I nearly broke down crying 3 times. And, well, you'll find out where, possibly, when you see the film yourself. It's just an incredibly moving film, and it's really just still up there as a, you know, it's just a great movie, you know. It's not a continuation of anything. I think every movie, Toy Story, Toy Story 2, Toy Story 3, Toy Story 4, they've all had a different plot. You know. Some have said that Toy Story to Toy Story 3 was kind of an arc. I completely am against that. I disagree completely. It is not an arc. It never was an arc. It just happens to be different stories, and it just carries on. It just drives the stories forward. It just tells a completely different thing, you know. Some might say it's the same thing with each of them, but well, you could say that, but I don't think so. I don't think that's true either, you know. Yeah, it's, you know, trying to save someone, but there's always other characters who come into it that strengthen it. And Toy Story 3 was really all about the fears of being abandoned. It was all about Andy moving on. You know, he's grown up now. So yeah, I did wonder where Toy Story 4 what they were going to do. But of course, it was always going to be about them with their new owner Bonnie, who was of course wonderful, you know. But then of course it develops her character as well in this movie. So yeah, Toy Story 4 was brilliant. It was wonderful, really. I am definitely getting it on Blu-ray when it comes out. Not a US edition, I'll get the UK one. I've got the other 3. I've got the original on, yeah, the original trilogy on Blu-ray. And I took a look at them again recently as well, because I'm hoping to add to it, you know, when Toy Story 4 comes out, which I hope won't be too long. But yeah, Toy Story 4 is an absolute cracker. I think it's in danger of possibly becoming the best film of the year. Certainly, well, for me, anyway. And I've seen quite a few this year, which still surprises me even now. But Toy Story 4, well, these guys have not dropped the ball once. There's some great new characters in it. And it really does make for unforgettable viewing. So, probably millions have seen it by now. But if you are thinking about it and are wondering about it, a bit skeptical maybe, check it out. Believe me, you won't be disappointed. You won't regret it. It's a classic. So yeah, I say well done to those, all those at Disney and Pixar. Done a fine job with that. And Toy Story, well, will they'll make another one? Well, let's not jump the gun there. Toy Story 4, that's really all they need. So yeah, well done guys, it was an absolute cracker. So I've seen it 3 times, and when I see it on Blu-ray I'll see it counted times more as well. So yeah, thanks very much, cheers.